So today's video is highly requested and we're going to be talking about methylene blue, which is a powerful nootropic and antioxidant that I've had a lot of experience with over the years. And so let's get into the research behind it, how it actually works, and also the main benefits. So first of all, what is methylene blue? Well, methylene blue is also known as methylmalonium chloride and is commonly known for its vibrant blue color. Now, it's a salt used as a dye and is widely used in various scientific, medical, industrial applications and by many biohackers. Now, before we get into the research behind methylene blue, I do want to share that the very first time that I took methylene blue, I remember I went to the library and I was actually studying for one of my exams back at, when I was studying to become a naturopath. It was a 4-year degree, so I had to study quite a lot for that particular degree. And I remember I took about 1 milligram of methylene blue in dropper form. And back in the day, it was from a vendor that was Blue Brain Boost, I believe. Anyway, when I first used methylene blue, I didn't really notice much until about the 1 hour mark. And specifically within the 1 hour mark, I noticed an improvement in my comprehension ability. So I just felt like that I was able to skim through text and read through text and easily digest it and assimilate the content that I was sort of analyzing. And in addition to that, I did some recall memory tasks. So I had to look at particular texts, and then I had to sort of recall that particular content. And I found that methylene blue was surprisingly effective at improving my short-term memory recall. And also I noticed that I was sort of able to connect the dots a little bit easier when I was using methylene blue. So let's have a look at the evolution of methylene blue. Methylene blue's history began in the late 19th century when it was first synthesized by German chemist Heinrich Caro in 1876. Originally developed as a textile dye, it quickly became popular in the textile industry due to its vivid blue hue. Yet its transformation from a simple dye to a versatile chemical agent was only just starting. In the 1890s, scientists began investigating methylene blue's potential medical uses. German physician and Nobel laureate Paul Ehrlich explored its antimicrobial properties and discovered that methylene blue was effective against certain bacterial and protozoal infections. These pioneering studies paved the way for its future applications in pharmaceutical therapies. Methylene blue's staining properties quickly attracted the interest of the medical community. Surgeons recognized its potential as a valuable tool in enhancing visualization and precision during surgical procedures. It was subsequently adopted for techniques such as lymph node mapping, where it played a crucial role in identifying cancerous cells within lymph nodes. It is recognized as the first fully synthetic substance used in medicine. Now, many biohackers use it for anti-aging and cognitive function. So what does the research suggest around methylene blue? Well, methylene blue has been utilized in medicine for over a century. It has FDA approval for the treatment of methemoglobinemia and has been studied quite extensively, with the benefits spanning over a wide range of disciplines from chemistry and biology to medicine and environmental science. Here we can see how methylene blue has antibacterial effects, antifungal and immune health effects, and research supports methylene blue's antimicrobial properties, particularly in combination with light in phytodynamic therapy. Now, studies have shown its effectiveness against certain bacterial and fungal infections. However, there is variability in results depending on the microorganism and treatment conditions. In addition, methylene blue does affect something known as the electron transfer mechanisms. Methylene blue is a valuable tool in redox chemistry research due to its reversible oxidation reduction reactions. This is also why methylene blue is popular among biohackers. Next up, we can see how methylene blue affects brain anti-aging. So we can see that methylene blue does appear to exert an anti-aging effect in the brain. According to the free radicals theory of aging, our cells and tissues get older because of attacks from free radicals. In human cells, reactive oxygen species are mostly made in the mitochondria. As we age, we see a decline in the number and efficiency of mitochondria in different tissues. When mitochondria don't work well, they produce less ATP, the energy our cells need, and more reactive oxygen species which can damage the mitochondria even more. This creates a harmful cycle that speeds up aging. Methylene Blue has antioxidant properties that help improve how mitochondria work and break this damaging cycle, making it a strong candidate for an anti-aging treatment. Methylene Blue can also cross the blood-brain barrier easily. There is a lot of information that I present here on my YouTube channel. However, if you want to know exactly what protocols are best for your unique biology, then I suggest booking in a free Boost Your Biology strategy session with a senior member of my team, as we'll start to map out and strategize the best action plan for your unique biology. You'll see that linked down below in the video description. Now, looking at the cognitive function perspective, in addition to its beneficial role in age-related brain disorders, Methylene Blue is a promising memory enhancer. Since metabolic derangement is observed in old brains and mitochondrial impairment accumulates over time, improving mitochondria may help neurons maintain their health and improve their functions. So let's take a more in-depth look at the research. How can Methylene Blue improve immune health? Now, obviously this is quite controversial because of the period where there were many people suffering from a virus. Methylene Blue did exert an antiviral effect that was oftentimes hidden by the mainstream narrative. So here we can see that Methylene Blue has attracted interest for its potential effects on immune health, and here's how it can positively influence immune health based on current research. Now, its antioxidant properties. Methylene Blue can act as an antioxidant by reducing oxidative stress. Now, oxidative stress can impair immune function, so reducing it might support overall immune health. Now, it has been shown to scavenge reactive oxygen species and protect cells from oxidative damage. The next one is modulation of inflammatory responses. Research suggests that it may modulate inflammatory responses. It can affect the activity of inflammatory pathways and cytokine production, potentially reducing excessive inflammation that can compromise immune function. Next up, we can see its antimicrobial activity. Methylene Blue has demonstrated antimicrobial properties in various studies. It can be used to combat certain bacterial and fungal infections, which indirectly supports immune health by reducing the pathogen load that the immune system can handle. Next up, we can see how Methylene Blue can impact cellular energy production. It has been shown to influence mitochondrial function and energy production. Since effective immune responses require high energy, supporting mitochondrial function could potentially enhance immune cell activity and overall immune resilience. Following on, we can see Methylene Blue's effects as an antiviral aid. Some studies have explored its potential antiviral effects. While this area is still under investigation, reducing viral loads or inhibiting viral replication could support immune health by reducing the burden of viral infections. Next up, we can see a clinical study that investigated the effects of Methylene Blue on the virus we've been dealing with for the past few years, where a medical center hosted 80 patients with severe virus and randomly assigned them to receive either oral Methylene Blue, along with standard care, or standard care alone, each group with 40 participants. Now, the primary outcome measures were improvements in oxygen saturation and respiratory rate on days 3 and day 5. Secondary outcome measures included the length of hospital stay and mortality within 28 days. It was noted that the group receiving Methylene Blue showed significant improvements in both oxygen saturation and respiratory rate on days 3 and 5. In contrast, the standard care group did not exhibit significant improvement on day 3, though there was notable enhancement in oxygen saturation and respiratory rate by day 5. On day 3, the increase in oxygen saturation in the Methylene Blue group was 13.5 times greater, and on day 5, it was 2.1 times greater compared to the standard care group. Similarly, the respiratory rate in the Methylene Blue group increased by 10.1 times on day 3 and 3.7 times on day 5 compared to the standard care group. Additionally, patients in the Methylene Blue group experienced a significant reduction in hospital stay, with a mortality rate of 12.5% compared to 22.5% in the standard care group. Therefore, incorporating Methylene Blue into the treatment protocol enhanced oxygen saturation levels, improved respiratory distress in severe cases, shortened hospital stays, and reduced mortality rates. So how can Methylene Blue actually act as a neuroprotective agent? Recent research suggests that methylene blue may provide neuroprotective benefits for cytotoxic diseases such as stroke and Parkinson's disease. As an electron carrier, methylene blue enhances cellular oxygen consumption and reduces anaerobic glycolysis in the brain. It decreases the production of reactive oxygen species, protects against glutamate-induced cell damage, mitigates declines in mitochondrial membrane potential, and guards against neurotoxicity. These effects are pertinent to neurodegenerative conditions like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's diseases, as well as stroke. Unlike antipsychotic drugs such as phenothiazine, which act as general free radical scavengers, methylene blue functions as a mitochondria-specific antioxidant. Additionally, methylene blue may aid in preventing and managing brain damage related to tumours, especially those treated with alkylating agents like ifosfamide, likely due to its role in nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide oxidation and the restoration of mitochondrial enzymes. Now, can methylene blue provide anti-aging benefits? Methylene blue demonstrated strong scavenging efficacy in cultured human skin fibroblasts from both healthy donors and patients with progeria, a genetic disorder of premature aging. Compared to other common antioxidants, both general and mitochondrial targeting, methylene blue was more effective in promoting fibroblast proliferation and delaying cellular senescence. Safety evaluations using an in vitro reconstructed 3D human skin model showed that methylene blue was non-irritating even at high concentrations, making it suitable for long-term use. Application to this 3D skin model revealed improvements in skin viability, wound healing, hydration, and dermis thickness. Gene expression analysis indicated that methylene blue treatment influenced the expression of key extracellular matrix proteins, including an increase in elastin and collagen type 2, crucial for maintaining healthy skin. Overall, these findings suggest that methylene blue holds significant potential for skin care applications. So now you're probably wondering, what can we stack with methylene blue to potentiate the effects, or what might it stack well with? First up, we have N-acetylcysteine. Now, NAC, known for its antioxidant properties, can work synergistically with methylene blue to enhance cellular protection and reduce oxidative stress. Now, obviously, there's some caveats with NAC. The anhedonia, blunting of the pleasure response, is noted for some individuals, so just be a little bit cautious of that particular side effect. Next up, it can stack really well with coenzyme Q10. Next, we have vitamin C. Next one, we have alpha lipoic acid, omega-3 fatty acids, B vitamins, L-carnitine, antibiotics or antifungals, and or chemotherapy agents. So it's really important to discuss the potential side effects or dangers associated with dosing methylene blue. Now, the first and foremost, the most obvious side effect is the staining of your tongue. So obviously you're going to get that blue tongue effect. And even your skin and or urine, specifically your urine color, can change to more of a blue tinge. So just be cautious of this. This is not a harmful side effect. It's just part of its natural metabolism and excretion profile. Then the rest we can see here: gastrointestinal issues, headache, allergic reactions, and serotonin syndrome. This is a big one. This is because methylene blue can actually interact with certain antidepressants, and many times I've seen individuals using way too high doses of methylene blue. Specifically, they're using between 10 to 100 milligrams of methylene blue, which is way too high in my opinion, and that's when we get the vasoconstriction, we get the serotonin increase, which can increase the risk of serotonin syndrome. So just be cautious of these particular side effects. So what do people say about methylene blue? Well, overall, methylene blue has received positive feedback from a variety of educated individuals, as well as certain aspects of being scientifically proven through studies. Now, Dr. Lucas Aoun outlines the science and benefits of methylene blue, referring to a variety of studies backing that it can have an anti-aging properties and neuroprotective properties. He highlights his usage of methylene blue, stating that he has experienced better mental clarity, focus, increased energy, less fatigue, enhanced mood, improved skin and hair health. Now, Jonas utilized red light exposure alongside methylene blue, as he stated it amplified the efficacy of methylene blue. Now, he did refer to a study where mice megadosed methylene blue, and experienced a negative impact on their gut microbiome, and it did not improve their cognitive ability. Therefore, it's ideal to stick within the recommended dosages to avoid any adverse effects. So what are the recommended dosages? Well, the recommended dosages for methylene blue vary depending on the condition being treated, the formulation used, and the method of administration. Now, due to potential medication interactions, it is absolutely pivotal and important that you seek professional advice, especially because methylene blue often comes with a liquid and can be easily overdosed. This is really cautious. You need to be really cautious of the way you handle methylene blue. Further, it can be tricky to source high quality methylene blue because some methylene blue on the market is used as a fish tank cleaner. So you need to be looking for pharma grade methylene blue. Now, Dr. John Lawrence, who has a book on methylene blue, advises it is crucial that dosages are carefully managed and tailored to individual needs. He also stresses the importance of starting with a low dose and gradually increasing it under professional supervision, which can help mitigate risks and enhance benefits. Now, typically, therapeutic dosages ranges from 0.5 to 2 milligrams per kilogram of body weight. Now, for cognitive enhancement and biohacking, people often use lower dosages, often around 1 milligram, which can minimize the potential side effects associated with higher doses. So that's pretty much the end of methylene blue in this video. Hopefully you learned something new about the benefits and the research and science behind it. If you have used methylene blue, drop a comment down below. Let's get a discussion going. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you in the next video.